Hello everyone and welcome back to Oxventure presents Deadlands. I'm Andy and I will be the marshal. You've used that money to relocate to the town of Dead Hollow, where you've set up a monster hunting agency. Huffing, snarling, snuffling noise accompanied by sort of crashing, breaking glass, general chaotic sound. This sounds like what you're here for.
Is this another Sasquatch scenario?
I don't know. I used to say,
hello! I say to the Sasquatch.
Okay, the Sasquatch wheels around, roars at the two of you. All right, we're going to combat.
Great.
Oh, great.
And is shaken.
Yeah.
So I would
Shaken
like
up like a can
roll.
of beans on an angry horse. So, yeah, spirit roll to unshake. I'm going to take the pistol with a scythe blade in both hands and just run at it. And I'm going to try and cut it. Oh! And sort of just caress it.
DeLacy on an ace.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
DeLacy.
Need to redraw that.
In such a way as that lantern sort of falls and ideally breaks on the Sasquatch, setting it and probably Nate ablaze. Forgot that you were sort of on.
Yes, I'm in terrible danger.
And I cast Burst.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, again.
Again.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
describe
say,
how-
hey, remember this? And I cast Burst on the Sasquatch that I burst last time.
Sure thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Does it recognize me? Hang on, I go. Does he recognise me now?
Big spherical Sasquatch.
Yeah, now he gets it.
What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about the fact that burst is a cone. When I'm next to the Sasquatch.
Nate's in danger, so much danger.
Nate it just goes up.
Oh!
Like a Roman candle.
So the oil in his beard.
Yeah.
Oh, hell!
So Nate is like, you know, like in a movie where they have a guy covered in gel.
Stunt
Just
guy,
like,
I'm doing the gel guy walk. Oh!
And then you fall flat on your face and a guy comes on with an extinguisher.
yeah, so that's what's happening to Nate currently.
Fall on the Sasquatch.
Sorry, Nate. I bellow across the tent.
Oh, God!
On fire, Nate, it's your turn. You need to roll to unshake.
Yes, I dare say
You
I
need to
do.
roll to unfire as well.
I would like to hug a Sasquatch.
Sure thing. It's quite hard because it is basically spherical.
Come here, you!
Arms around it. Okay, what's the damage on being massively on fire?
It's a good job we don't.
Inquiring minds would like to know.
So Lacey makes a mental note to try and teach these
Adults. No good shooters.
Well, the opportunity is now because it's DeLacy's turn.
I look pointedly at these three.
Another stream of light comes through and it goes through the hole in the Sasquatch.
Blinding me.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Cool.
Reflects off your shiny, shiny gun and into, I don't know, Silas's eyes.
Damn it!
Oh, shoot it in the mouth.
Wobbles for a second and then it topples over directly on top of Nate.
They're just in a pile on
Does it?
fire.
Yeah, the flaming pile.
Because
Why?
If I had a nickel for every time I've had to inform the Oxventurers that it's an oil fire, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
Yes.
And remember,
That's
kids,
always-
don't be like an Oxventurer. Go to
Oh, that's a general rule for life.
your grades up.
You've
situation.
got horses now,
You've got horses.
Not me.
except for Silas.
For Silas.
What does Silas have?
Silas has a blindfold. Rides on the back of someone else's horse.
And we tell him it's not a horse.
Yeah.
That's why Silas missed his shots, because he's coming round from anesthetic. You drug Silas.
You know in the A-Team whenever they had to drug Mr. T's milk every time they wanted him in a plane? It's that situation.
So we
The Sasquatch is dead. So another successful mission
Another
for...
job in the books.
What is the name of your monster hunting agency?
Quick.
Monster hunters to shore. I'd say that went very well.
Sure. Any advances on monster hunters du jour?
No, help me right.
The fabulous monster hunting sisters.
Monhuns.
The Huns for sure.
That sounds like you're saying, come on, hun.
Mon Huns. Yeah. Mon Huns.
Monster hunters du
Monster
jour.
Huns.
Monhuns for short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, good. Got it. I'll make a note.
Help me wrap this big bastard up.
I can get up myself.
Not you, Nate, the Sasquatch.
Oh,
Language, young man.
How do we have to bring it back? Bring back the whole thing.
Me like that.
Don't be alarmed, everyone. I'm trying an innovative new smoking technique.
What's that? You got some more jerky in there?
Yes.
Oh, what kind of animal is it?
Yes.
What are you guys doing? Presumably DeLacy sleeps late, refuses to be woken by anyone.
Yeah. DeLacy has vast amounts of energy while awake, and then all of a sudden requires an immense amount of napping and sleeping.
Sure. Nate has been up since 6 a.m. slinging jerky to the locals. How's Silas in the mornings? Is he
Grumpy.
grumpy? Cool.
Big surprise. Yeah.
And Edie?
Not a morning person. Not an afternoon person. Not an evening person.
Not a person.
Barely a person at all.
She's drinking a sweet tea and trying to wake up slowly.
Okay.
We, the parishioners of Bisley, wish to ask a great favor of you. In recent weeks, our livestock have been terrorized by a creature we have come to know as the Beast of Bisley Bayou. It comes out of the swamps and it rips and tears its way through our livestock, leaving them dead and maimed. Sure, 'tis some monster, as the torsos are rent with claw marks and the necks have been bitten. We're all worried, and us or our children will be next. Enclosed is what little money we have. Please help us.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
That's all right.
Woke up.
Give me
Okay.
some of that coffee. And put a little whiskey in it.
I pour the kid a coffee.
Yeah.
And don't add whiskey.
I don't know the difference. Yeah. I told you I'd get a taste for the stuff. Whiskey.
Garnet a knowing look.
I'm gonna bring my jerkin sack. I'm gonna bring a large burlap sack
Wow.
of meat that I'm gonna bring back to
restock your
turn
first
into
aid kit.
jerkin. And restock my first aid kit. Yeah.
Sure. Nate and Silas, you walk. Nate, you know the way. It seems particularly well, so you kind of you take the lead. Silas follows along, and you have a nice chat.
Yeah, I regale him ceaselessly with stories that seem to go absolutely nowhere. The fourth time I ever went to Bayou was when my wife had asked me to go out for cornmeal. Cornmeal, you understand, is corn that has been ground very fine.
You don't say.
You can use this to make several things, including cornbread. Now, in order to make good cornbread, you will need a cast iron skillet. And that, Silas, is why they call it the Iron Age. Oh, hello. You're here
me.
too.
Howdy. You made it.
Hello there, friend. What's your name?
Goodness.
My name is Silas. What's yours?
Pleasure to meet you, Silas. I'm Beacon Joe, they call me.
Beacon or bacon?
Beacon Joe, like a beacon in the night, shining out for everyone to see. Wait, y'all beast killers or?
Yeah, monster hunting team right here, ready to go.
Oh, what's your monster hunting name?
Oh, well, monster hunters du jour.
What is that? Some kind of Spanish?
No, it's French.
French.
Yes.
Very continental of you. Y'all from France?
No.
Yeah, I'll give you the tour.
One moment. We sure. This man has a very particular way of speaking that I find grating.
Don't worry about it, friends. I'm loading up the boat for your great expedition. By the way, it is $5 a piece.
You just said that this was harming your business, this beast of Bisley? Bisley Bayou.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
That's
You
leverage,
did.
sir.
No.
That's what you said.
I believe she's spot on.
Where do you want the 8th?
What do I want the 8th what?
The 8th hole in your head.
1, 2, 3, 7.
I mean, I only got...
Tear ducts, idiot.
Tear
While he's counting, can I just climb into his boat?
ducts?
Your
hell is a
eye
duck?
holes.
What a duck's got to do with this?
Can I be
Yeah, do me a boating roll.
Oh no.
Well, what are you going to do from there, son?
You buy your boat back for $1.
Gets the boat hook and nudges you a little further out into the...
Now your boat's further away. If you ever want to see this boat again, you'll give us $1.
What?
I point my gun at the bottom of the boat.
I'm genuinely curious to find out what you're going to do, son.
I'm going to hull your boat.
Okay.
I'll sink it.
Okay. You're thrashing around on a 5. On a basic success.
Can I walk past the old man, grab one of the poles, and at least use it to fish DeLacy out of the swamp?
Yeah.
I don't need to breathe, so without checking how deep the water is, I'm just going to walk off the jetty and plop.
Okay.
My hope is that I can just walk underneath DeLacy and sort of hold him out of the water.
Yeah, it's not super deep here. I would say it's probably about 6.5 feet.
Okay, yeah, that's so I can just go under and just.
Okay,
the
cool.
boy up.
And just hoist DeLacy back onto the pier.
Oh no, I'm just holding him up.
Rise back up out of the water looking furious.
Okay, so DeLacy is now being held up out of the water.
I lived.
How are we going to get out on the bayou now?
Yeah, how, DeLacy?
Ratatouille him to the shore.
Stop making this harder than it needs to be.
Says you.
Can I sort of, well, Nate's holding me up. Can I just sort of use my knees to just kind of give a gentle sort of horse-like kind of...
I just, completely just automatically start walking back to the bank.
Can I keep my friends here? Oh, this would go on. You better hope I don't come back later.
I'd like to, grab DeLacy by his dungaree hook. You just stop it.
I emerge onto the bank and just disgorge all of the water from my lungs. Just in a huge torrent.
Wow, that's quite a thing to see, fella. Cool. All right, what are you folks doing while this is happening?
Rethinking my life choices.
Drinking cocoa.
We don't know anything about this bayou, so I do think we need a guide.
Come on, DeLacy, I can't do it. Can you? I believe in you.
Don't patronise me, he seems to say.
6 on my 6.
Yeah!
4 on my 4.
Wow, 2. Side by side.
Yeah. Now, see,
Shoulder
son,
to
isn't it more
shoulder.
satisfying to work with the sweat of your brow instead of just threatening people the whole time? Yeah, it is. Look at that. I knew there's a smile under there.
I'm glad you two patched it up. And also repaired the boat.
I like that. Now, how many of you out of state today?
We just walked here. Well, they just walked here.
And how about from out of the country?
You get a lot of foreigners?
And how about out of money? How about out of your minds? Well, this trip won't help. You're about to go through the famous Bisley Bayou. And there are a couple of papier-mâché gorillas.
Oh my God!
Well, seems we got some wildlife here in the bayou. Probably weren't expecting to see gorillas here today.
Are they native to this part of the country?
No, that's my in-laws visiting me from out of town.
I wish I was dead. Which technically I am.
We know this boat sinks, is all I'm saying.
Suggesting we just end it all now.
We can head to where the attacks have been happening, if that would be
That
what
would be
you
wise.
have to. Or we can continue it. There's a beautiful...
I don't need to meet
Made a
any more
giraffe.
of your in-laws.
No, okay.
Gonna see the backside of water, or?
Well, that is later in the tour.
I failed also. I'm having imaginary conversations with... I'm imagining other ways
All the things you
earlier
could
conversation.
Okay. You see just a scene of absolute carnage. It's deer carcasses, and they've been just shredded. Like they've been tossed through a wind turbine. And they're all...
Get the bag out.
Okay.
The jerkin sack.
Nate's got his jerkin sack ready.
Please,
Oh my God!
Yes, I would like to get closer and perform a hands-on examination of the product, the poor victims.
They don't have sort of toes to them. They look almost like shoe prints. Okay, what you can see is an absolutely enormous reptilian eye face to face with you. And it is going to snap at you with its giant alligator jaws. Everyone passed the fear check.
Dang.
That's boring. All right.
I guess we expected there to be a gator in the bayou.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I've never seen one that big, he says.
That's confirming what we all suspected, that he probably hasn't seen one this big.
Yeah. Okay.
Grown-ups are talking.
Absolutely enormous gator. I mean, you know what an alligator looks like, but this thing is 4 times the size of any you've ever seen in your life. It's covered in dark green, almost brown scales, huge teeth the size of hunting knives crowd its mouth. It's going to try and grab DeLacy with its tongue.
With his tongue?
Yeah, it's got a huge purple sinewy tongue in its mouth and sort of snapping its jaws. You're basically going
It's going to be a lot easier to kill from the inside. Is any of its tongue near my mouth?
I mean, yeah, it's sort of...
The fanfic.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the fanfic.
Nate probably lets out just this like weird guttural howl and kind of like scampers over, almost like using his arms to kind of propel himself as well. He kind of skitters over on all fours and like clambers up onto the head of this alligator and just puts his hands like on the top jaw, probably like a tooth goes through his palm or something, and he just starts pulling like with a foot braced on the jaw, and it kind of like snaps, and he just shoves that down and then just starts like stomping on the skull of this thing between the eyes.
Hey, Nate, leave something to jerk.
Also +1 because attractive.
Look up, determined not to listen, and they go,
A steel pan's the best way to make cornbread.
Has to be a cast iron skillet. I learned this on the way over.
You can see a sort of a shadowy face in front of you. You feel as though you're falling slowly, as if through choking black water. You can feel an insistent voice in your head, and you can only make out the word return, just being said over and over. You see the figure stood in front of some kind of portal, some kind of doorway. You don't know where it leads. And then again, the word return, and then suddenly you're back. And you are elbow deep in an alligator. It's him! He's the beast of Bisley Bayou!
What?
No.
He been killing all... Look at him! It's the same as the cows, the same as the deer's him!
sort of put my hand on some of the claw marks.
Oh, this is all very new to me. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. The last thing I remember was going to hurt the boy.
Yeah.
Which made me very upset.
Yeah.
I just sit down, just like old man plop on the ground, like bluff.
Joe, we're gonna take our friend, and we're gonna take him home, and we're gonna try and work out what's going on. I would warn you to be careful of these huge alligators. These are bigger than anything I've ever seen, and I grew up on a bayou myself.
Yeah, dangerous out here locking up, and people don't always make it back to their shack, do they?
The Lacey.
Okay, well,
Please ignore the child. I'm so sorry. He's going through some things right now.
I'm keen to not see this kid anymore. Get back in the boat, and I'll take you back to the shore.
I'd like to go home.
Don't worry, darling. We're gonna take you home. We're gonna get you some nice meat soup.
Oh.
Got anything to say about the rhino, Joe?
I forgot. It was a joke about, I forget, chasing people up a tree or something, but it doesn't seem all that important right now.
Does he like to blow his own horn?
Yeah,
There we go, Joe.
something like that.
Yeah.
20 minutes later, Silas walks in.
Had it. Any beans left?
No.
Are there ever?
Damn it.
Should have got it 20
Down
minutes
them all.
earlier.
I get someone to help me take the shade log down into this so that it's nice and like comfy in there. She's like, poor man doesn't know what he was doing, you know. So
That chaise longue is not going to be the same once I've spent.
she's like, I wanted to buy a new one anyway.
Yeah, I've been in the bayou quite a lot.
Yeah.
I'm swampy. Oh, and I'm covered in
an alligator bit.
Alligator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Known as letting the devil out, which, if done improperly or recklessly, it can not only open the door but create a kind of an entire avenue to allow something else in.
What did you do?
My bee. Oh, beans.
Read the book. What are these $2 word types have to say? Well, it must say how to stop it or whatever.
You know, reading is fundamental, DeLacy. You should try it sometime.
Fundamental. $2 words, Mewtwo name. I don't like it.
Okay.
The ritual involves a bell, a book, and a candle. It speaks of a music box that you need to open this portal. It's theoretical, no one has ever tried it, and also it may cause the death of the host as well. See yourself stood on the deck of a riverboat. The name on the side of the boat is the Totentans. And you see the man from the earlier vision. He's clearer now. You can make out his neatly parted hair and a mustache that stretches the length of his face. He's talking to someone. And he points at a large ornate bell on the front of the boat. And as soon as he points, suddenly the vision shifts again. You're now in a pitch black room. A candle flickers into light, illuminating a man dressed all in black with shoulder-length hair and a grim expression on his face. There's a U.S. Marshal star on his chest. Rackstraw, says the voice that you heard earlier. I've come to, and then suddenly you're back in the room again.
Are we all dead?
Rackstraw is a U.S. Marshal, man of deep faith and conviction, who Silas knows from the past. Carries a supernatural, always lit candle and operates out of the town of God's Acre, which is a long way away. But it sounds like we need to run him down.
Really, if it were to be anyone, I'd rather it be you.
Cheers. Put that on the 13-year-old. Yeah.
Because I'm very fond of you. And I would like you to remember me.
With a hole in my forehead.
I have rather a lot of alligator to process.
And by process, I mean jerk.
Out in the tree, you hear someone going, "They got alligator jerky! Hot damn!"